your ground, and stab 2. And the trick is, as we go through this training, is you have to communicate that to your driver, so the driver knows when he has stab and when he doesn't. Because a lot of times when your driver goes to push, in this case Haji, when he goes to push, he needs to know he has stability. Because if he doesn't, the enemy can counterbomb him, CC him, lock you guys down, and then more importantly put those wells on you, and you're rooted in those wells, and you're gonna get destroyed. So, as a guardian, the overarching thing you need to be thinking about in terms of your play, you need to be focused on what? You need to be focused on stability, priority 1. Second priority, cleansing. Third priority, CC, movement impairments. If you're a hammer guardian, right, 2 and 3 are switched. Why is that? Because the hammer has Zealous Embrace, which is a 1200 immobilize. It's on your 3 ability on your hammer. And you have Ring of Warding, right, which is your 5, which is a really, really strong CC when utilized in conjunction with all the other classes. And as you're going to see, each group has their own role and function, and they all work in harmony together. It's like you're writing a symphony, right? Each person has a different instrument, and when you put them together, you write really beautiful music as you go to fight. So you have to think right now as a warrior, what's your role and responsibility? Well, your first role and responsibility as a warrior, right, is the CC, okay? Your first role as a warrior is your hammer 4, your hammer 3, your F1 for the flurry, for the soft CC, or the hard CC with the earth shake. Also, I tend to run Fear Me sometimes for the additional AoE CC. Again, I don't want to get too much into the theory and the technical, because I know this is kind of an intro on group training and reasoning. But just think of it now that stability used to be based on time. Now it's time and stacks. So every time the group is affected by a CC, it eats through a stack. And as you see, Virtue of Courage gives 3 stacks. So it takes 3 CCs to eat through the stability. As a warrior, your job is to put down cheap CCs to eat through the stability. So the good CCs, a good CC would be a static, a spectral wall, line of warding, right, an earth shake. Those are what we would call a good CC. You want those to land. And in order for those to land, you got to eat through the stacks. So that's where the warrior comes in. The warrior has to be the one in there just burning through their stacks, burning through that stability. And you're not there for damage. Same with the guardians. You're not there for damage. You have to get damage out of your mind. So when we're doing the training routines, you shouldn't be like, oh man, look at this, like all these numbers. Like, no, like that's not you. That's the necros. When we talk about the functional role of the necros and the Ellies, that's their job. That's what they're there for. The percent of damage that you as a guardian and warrior do, it's very small. Not too much. And that's so important to realize, because everybody has a role, right? It's like you're playing basketball, right? Like the idea is somebody's the point guard, somebody's the center. Each person has that role, and you got to occupy that role. So as a warrior, your first responsibility is to focus on crowd control. Your second responsibility is to focus on cleansing, right? You have a Warhorn. You have Warhorn 4, right? You can get rid of Candies, no problem. You can shake off the worst, nasty, soft CCs. So, Haji, does everybody know the difference between hard and soft?
You can explain.
Yeah, sure. So, okay, guys, just real quick. This is a huge concept, because with the advent of stability, and you know, you're not the only one utilizing Guardians, right? Everybody is, and using stability in some form or another. So when people utilize stability, right, it stops hard CCs, right? What's a hard CC? Line of warding, sanctuaries, reaper's marks, temporal curtains, earth shakers, tremors, right? Static fields, all those types of things. Your hammer shock, right? Like all those things that I'm saying to you, those are all considered hard CCs. Any ability to knock back, knock down, not a mob, I shouldn't utilize that word. Those are considered hard CCs. So what's a soft CC? A soft CC is where one can still cast, but they cannot move, or their movement is impaired. Okay, so the difference is when a hard CC affects you, such as a fear, I can't cast, right? When I soft CC you, I can still cast, and in some cases move, but not as efficiently or as effectively as before. So as Haji already said, right, he's talking about the immob on the flurry, right? Or the dark pact on the 3 on the dagger on the necro. Or we're talking chills, right? What's a chill? Your chill bane on your staff 3 as a necro, or we're talking frozen ground, right, as an Ellie, right? There's different chills that you can utilize. Then we talk about the cripples, right? Talk about with the cripples, get the zealous embrace, right? You talk about with the hamstrings, etc., etc. Rangers as well have movement impairments. So it's really important to understand what I'm saying to you, because soft CCs bypass stability. You got to know that. You got to be thinking about that in the back of your head, because if you can get a good soft CC out, Haji as a driver is able to separate their front line and their mid line, and he'll make it easier for you, the Necros and the Ellies, to get your damage down. Because the slower the target is, or the root of the target is, the easier it is to get them to stay in those wells and to stay in those meteor showers and the lava fonts and all those other things. So I'll stop real quick because I've given you a lot of information very quickly. Does anybody have any questions or anything that they want to understand better? Okay, I'll keep going. Well, I know Grace and Haji don't, but the other guys who might not be as vocal, do they have any questions?
Microphone activated.
I don't think they have.
Okay, perfect.
Microphone
So,
muted.
again, real quick, recap. Warrior,
Microphone
first responsibility,
activated.
crowd control. Second responsibility, cleansing, utilizing the war horn. Third responsibility, banner, right? Your job is to get your team up. So when someone's going down,
Microphone muted.
right,
Microphone
you got to get them
activated.
back up. And you got to remember, right, that when you're going down, you have to call going down. Typically what people will do is they'll make a message. And in that message, right, it'll be like going down, 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 down. It'll be a spam. And they keep it in their say box, okay? Like that, like Haji has. And the idea, the reasoning behind that is, you see how it makes the white bubble above Haji's head? The concept is that when he does that, I know exactly where he is. I'm like, oh, shit, banner right there on that spot. And it's really important that when you do that, you don't do that after you're down. You do it before you're down and you're going down. Why is that? The reason is because there's a several second cast time on that banner, right? So if you do it right before you're going down and he can wind up the banner, he'll get the banner down right on you when you're down. So they don't even have chance. They don't even have chance to get you down or hard dead right before the banner lands. Because don't forget, they're also going to poison. And you guys know how poison works, right? In terms of reducing healing effectiveness, and that's part of how a banner works.
Yep.
So you have to be thinking about that they're going to try to poison you as quick as they can, right? They're trying to control that down. Controlling down is the difference between winning and losing. So you got to call that down. You got to call you're going down at like 10% HP and you're getting focused. If you know you're dead, you call for it. Not after you're dead. If you do it, it's too late. And the worst we can ever have is a banner that gets used and doesn't get anybody up, because that means we can't use it again for another 3 minutes. So, warriors, crowd control, cleanse, banner, guardians, stability, cleanse, crowd control. That's what you're doing. Your fourth responsibility, after you've done all those things, damage. Most of your damage, 60% of your damage, is actually coming from the sigils on your weapons. The fire procs off your staff 1, the cleaves, things like that, your air sigils. That's where your damage is coming. Your damage isn't coming from your abilities. Your damage is coming from your procs. So what does that mean? It means cleave, 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 cleave. The more you cleave, the more damage you'll do. The more you proc your fire, the more damage you do. There's an internal cooldown on your fire sigil. So what does that mean? It means then that you got to try to hit as many targets as you can within 5 seconds to get 2 procs. You're playing for 2 procs. At the end of 5 seconds, no matter what's going on, the first thing you should be thinking is, I got to get out. I got to get out. I can't stay in too long. If I stay in too long, it allows the enemy to focus me down. So you're cleaving to get the proc. The proc is most of your damage, and you're only worrying about that when? After you stabbed, after you cleansed, after you crowd controlled. Or after you crowd controlled, after you cleansed, after you bannered. After you've done your main responsibilities, you'll worry about putting the fourth one in there. But don't worry about the fourth one until you can do the first three. It's really important. That's, in my opinion, one of the biggest things as a frontline player you need to learn. You're not there to do what the Necro and Ellies are doing. You're there to give supplemental DPS to help with the cleaving. Okay, we covered frontline, and this is important because when we're going through the training drills, that's what you should be focusing on as a warrior and a guardian. If you're a Necro, all the Necro players, your main responsibility is the damage. And your damage is not just your wells, okay? And does everybody understand the well rotation and how many Necros do we have? Do we have any Necros?
3. AWJ. What's his name? Poker and Knight.
Okay, the first thing is, guys, with the Necros, your primary responsibility when you do your wells, you don't well where they are most times. You well where they will be. When you well where they are, they typically are also playing at the same time as us, right? And they're going to go like this. And the wells will be here when they needed to be here. So part of that's on the driver. The driver, here, and everybody group up with me real quick, and I'll show you an example of how we would do it. So say we're stacking swiftness, and both down, right? And we go to empower, and I'll say empowering, and 3, 2, 1, empower. And we'll start moving forward, and we're going to the left, right? And say the enemy's in front, and I'm going to crash in from this side. I'm going to jump in, I'll say leaping in 3, 2, 1, leaping in. You're going to leap in, and I'm going to say wells on the right in 3, 2, 1, wells on the right, right? And you're going to drop your wells right here. So we're going to push them, we're pushing them into the wells, right? See how we cut off the left-hand side? We're pushing them into those wells, right? Now, if you get a CC bomb off, as a Necro, right? If they get their CCs off and they're rooted, then by all means, drop the wells on the CC. Otherwise, the driver is going to let you know where he's going to try to force the fight. Typically, never drop your wells right away. If you drop your wells right away, it's like a girl, right? Like, she's going to be pissed. You know what I mean? Like, if you give her 30 seconds of fun, you're done. She's going to throw you out. So, you got to make sure to hold it and wait. You got to be patient. And if you're not, you're just asking for trouble. You have to have stamina. So when you go in there, you want to bait them out, right? They're going to pop all their cooldown, they're going to pop their stab, they're going to pop protection, they're going to drop a big water, right? They're assuming that you're going to just dump all that damage on them. If you just stutter a second or two sometimes, you'll actually take out like 5 or 6 of them because they get to CC. But remember, as a Necro, you have to make sure the CCs go off. So, Guardians, Warriors, you got to get that CC off for those Necros. Now, Necros, your first priority is doing the well bomb. But after that, you have a lot of other important responsibilities that you need to be focused on. And the other is, you got some really good crowd control. You have a 3 that's a soft CC. You have a 5 that's a hard CC in the Reaper's Mark. And then we run Spectral Wall, which is another hard CC. So this is really important because your marks are at 1200 range. So Reaper's Mark is a really strong hard CC because of the fact that it hits 5 targets. So if there's 3 Necros, right? 3 Necros drop the 5, that's 15 stacks of stability that you're going to eat up. Okay? So what does that mean? Well, remember when I was telling you about Virtue of Courage and I was telling you how it has 3 stacks on it? Well, your Reaper's Mark eats out one of them. Right? And the idea is the quicker we can get to 0, right? 0, the faster we can lock them down. And the faster we can lock them down, the easier it is for the Ellies and the Necros to put down the damage. So, as a Necro, your job, right, you need to be thinking when we're going through the training exercises, how can I get that Reaper's Mark on the enemy stack? How can I get that 1200 off on them? What you want to save, your Chillbane. Okay, you want to save your Chillbane for certain situations. It's a 16-second cooldown with the way I'm spec'd. The idea is that if you get the enemy stuck in the Chillbane and you get a good group, use the Chillbane. If you see an enemy down, you use your Chillbane. Why do you use your Chillbane on the down? It has poison on it. It will reduce the healing effectiveness. And the other thing is, this is the hardest thing as a guild you're going to have to learn how to do, because you probably aren't used to it, and that's the range pressure. And when you go to restack and heal, and we'll go over healing drills, your job as a necro, you got to get that chill band out in front in the direction of the enemy. So that way if they push in, they're going to hit your soft CC. So even if they have stability up, right? Say they have stand your ground up, your chill band will still slow them. And it'll give them the recharge on their timers. So that'll allow Haji to empower and to heal. These are really, really important concepts, because as a necro, you should never be idle. A lot of times I've seen necros, and my guild included, where they're just like, okay, my wells are done, la la la, and they just kind of stand there. No. Your CCs, your marks are so important. And the other thing, FYI,
Microphone activated.
80% of your damage when you're not in wells, when you're not utilizing your well rotation, it's coming from your F1 on your life blast. Coming from your F1 on your life blast.
Yep.
So you need to be thinking, especially with the piercing, you need to be thinking of who can I target, who can I focus, who can I pick, because you're constantly pressuring, right? Your job, I wish there was a good way I could show you. Think of it like if we're all grouped up here, right? Everyone group up really tight, getting really tight.
For example, I'm the enemy. I'm their backline.
Okay, you'll be the enemy. Think of it like, look, there's an arc, right? You want to create an arc, so you have the chill banes in front, right? Look, mark up on him, create a buffer, You want to mark it up, and then F1, and then I'm spamming one. I'm spamming one on Haji. I'm spamming one on him. I'm spamming one on him. I'm trying to make sure that I keep his ass back. If he pushes me, he's going to take a lot of damage. So if you're a guardian, right? Line of warding, symbols of swiftness on your staff, they should be out there. They should be all the way out there, max range. So the idea is you're telling Haji where he's allowed to go and where he's not. Right? So if you're putting damage on Haji, Haji has to go all the way around that damage to get to you. And by that time, guess what's to back up?
Oh, well
cooldown. And now you're ready to go, and now you're ready to reload that gun and get out there and drop another bomb. And that's how you have to think of it. So necros, right? Your first responsibility is your well. But after that, it's about range pressure and crowd control. You gotta get those Reaper's marks and spectral walls down. You know why? Because it eats through the stability. And if it eats through the stability, it allows what? It allows the warriors to earthshake and the statics to land and all the other good stuff. You gotta land it. If you land it, you're gonna get all the downs. Every time you're gonna collect bags. Okay, so we just went over Necro, we went over Guardian, we went over Warrior. The next up is your Elementalist, this is your back line. Okay, so your first responsibility as an LE, and this is where it's gonna be something that's maybe not as intuitive, is the really most important thing as an Elementalist is not healing, okay? It's actually range pressure. It's range pressure. Your job as an Elementalist, because you have that 1200 range, you should be putting constant pressure on their front, right? You got to make it so by the time that we crash, they're already at half health. You need to be thinking about how can I keep separation between us and the enemy? How can I put pressure down, damage down, right? To eat through any of their stability, to make them pop their cooldowns, to make them regroup. And then when they go to regroup, you got to make sure to put pressure on that regroup. The less effective the regroup, the easier it is for you to win. When you see, and the other thing is when you see downs, you want it, so let's pretend Knight, can you go to sleep real quick? Pretend Knight is down. Knight is down, right? So we say down, 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 down. What do? Marks in front of the down. Meteor showers in front of the down. Make it hot in front of the down. Cleave out the down. If you're a Guardian, you use your staff 1 at 600 range. You want to, again, so real quick, the reason why we put it in front to create the buffer, think of it like this. The Warrior, their banner is 600 range. Your marks in your meteor shower are farther than 600 range. What does that mean? It means that you can create a buffer that it makes sure that they can't get their guy back up. And you'll secure the down. And then with your staff as a Guardian, you can be 600 range. So you don't have to be on their body, right? You don't have to be on their body, and you can cleave it out. Same with the Necro, you can range press it. So as an LE, you really need to be thinking of range pressure, range pressure, range pressure. Whether it's on the enemy group, the enemy restack, the downs, or controlling our downs. Then your second responsibility as an Ellie is always making sure that we have water for the regroup.
Yep.
So when we go to fall back and we call for a water, got to get water on the regroup. One Ellie, though, should always be responsible. If you run 2 to 3 Ellies, one Ellie should be the offensive water Ellie. The idea is that when you go to leap in and you're blasting, you drop the offensive water on the frontline party to, again, afford more sustainability. This enables us to stay in a little bit longer. It's really, really important. One Ellie should always be assigned as the offensive water Ellie. The other one is going to be responsible for the first regroup. So the idea is you put the water where I will be, I'll leap in, we get the benefits of the water because it's an AoE off the finisher, so all the frontline parties, they're going to get heals. It helps us to keep us in longer to get that CC down. One Ellie is offensive, the other one's going to be on the backside for the regroup. The next is the Ellie has to also be in charge of getting that static down, right?
Okay.
As an Ellie, you need to be thinking about how can I get that forward static down to make them pop stab early, right? So if I'm over here and I'm running towards you, like say Grace, I want you to static me, right? Because if you go to static me, I have no choice but to do what? Pop my stab. And if I pop my stab, guess what Haji can do? Haji can then fall back, regroup to the right, and he can wear out the timer on their stab. And now he has them in between cooldowns. So you have an advantage, right? You have extra stability, they don't. You can outlast them. You got to be thinking about that. So it's important to keep them honest, and that's where the Ellies come in to get that forward stab. So regroup on the Ellies. Ready? Range pressure, crowd control, water field down. 3 major responsibilities. Again, gank. Last responsibilities, and then we're good and we can kind of implement. The gank has a very different role and responsibility than everybody else. So if you're a ranger or a mesmer, do we have any rangers, mesmers, or thieves left, or NGs?
Microphone activated.
We got a mess, a ranger, the NG left, I think.
So think of it like this, guys. Your responsibility is, and you have someone who calls target. So let's say that you know, I was calling targets for you. You work as a team. So the gank moves as a group, and then their job is to pick off the enemy back line and their range players. So think of it like they're doing the same thing we're doing, right? They got a frontline team that's like an offensive line, like for football, right? They're blocking, right? The front line is crowd controlling and creating a wedge for the mid line and the back line, so that way you guys don't take damage. Well, guess what? They're doing the same exact thing. And the last thing you want are their Necros and Ellies just free casting on you, right? You don't want them just sitting there putting down marks, putting down wells, and you don't want that to happen to you. So what do? That's where gank comes in. Gank's going to be the one coming off to the sides. So you want to stay real tight with me, and then you're going to call targets, and you're going to be stealth, right? You're going to try to stealth. And let's say there's an Ellie over here, right? Off to the side. Your job is to pick me off. If I'm too far from my team, your job is to come snag me. Right? Root me down, bomb me, take me out. That's your job. You got to take me out. Because if you think of it like this, it's not always about the down. This is where a lot of I have this struggle with my own guild. Gank wants downs and kills are awesome. But it's like, again, I don't know if you guys watch American football or not, but it's more about pressure. You need to pressure them. Because if you don't pressure them, what happens? They're casting. But if you pressure me and I got to utilize my escape abilities as an Ellie, what am I not doing? I'm not healing my team.
Yep.
I'm not staticking, right? And I'm not putting down range pressure. So you got to think that when you're doing those things, you're helping your team. You're helping your team big time. Even if they don't see it on the scoreboard, believe me, it's helping more than they realize. It's just not being captured until you watch the video, and you'll see in the video where they were trying to regroup and they couldn't because their Ellie's running halfway across the fucking map. You know what I mean? Because you guys are on their, on their tuchus. So those are the roles and responsibilities of each. And obviously there's advanced tactics and things that you should be doing, but that's not for now. That's too much information. This is just a basic high-level role and responsibility. And now the trick is let's put it all together.
Microphone
And
activated.
I'll give you some training ideas. So that way when you are training, you understand what you should be doing, what you should be
Microphone
focusing
muted.
on, and your role and responsibility. Because you don't want to go out there and do the drills and have no idea why you're doing them. And more importantly, what you should be getting out of it
Microphone
as
activated.
a player. Okay? So the first thing we have to do is you want to, how do I say, emphasize certain aspects. The first major aspect is getting comfortable with each other
Microphone muted.
and confident with each other and being able to talk. Everyone has to be able to talk. It's not easy for a lot of people, especially in a
Microphone
large
activated.
environment, but when we're raiding, it's so vital for the driver to know what cooldowns we have and what cooldowns we don't. If we don't have that ability, he's going to be in trouble when he goes to push and attack because he's
muted.
going to have no clue.
Microphone
If he doesn't
activated.
know, it makes it hard on you guys to win fights. Because against other really coordinated
Microphone
guilds,
muted.
they're doing it. And they know. So, again, what
Microphone
callouts should I do,
joined.
right? That's the question you should ask yourself. Okay, Grim, well, what callouts? Well, remember, let's go back over those roles and responsibilities.
Microphone muted.
So if you're a warrior or a guardian, you should be probably calling when you're cleansing, when you're stability, right? When you're using stability, right? You should be calling when you're CCing. So whether you're using a binding blades, ring of wardings, right? Your earth shakes, your hammer 4, hammer stuns, right? All those things, those are things that are really important for a warrior or a guardian. And don't forget, obviously, banner when you need to do a banner. The next big thing is if you are a necro, what should you be communicating? You should be communicating your wells. You should be communicating your CCs. So when you get marks in front, when you put your CCs down, and when your wells are up, and when someone says wells are up, that means they can utilize their ability. If they say wells down, that means they're in between cooldowns. And it's really important to make sure your driver knows that if your wells are down, every so often say 10 seconds till wells, 5 seconds till wells, right? So that way Haji can time his pushes. Because remember, he's not on a necro, he's on a guardian. And then, if you're an Ellie, when you chill, when you range pressure down, when you do waters, when you do CC, you got to communicate that as well.
Microphone
And then if you're
activated.
on the gank team, what you should always be communicating to Haji is whenever you need his help, whether you have it down, whether you need reinforcements, you got to let him know so he can bring his train
Microphone muted.
over to the down or to help get you back up in case you're out of position. So that's the first thing is you got to be able to communicate. So
Microphone
a training
activated.
drill we do to help with communication is the following. Everybody's in their group. So if you're in Haji's group, you'll be group 1. So group 1 over
Microphone
here.
Muted. Microphone activated.
If you are in Knight's group, you'll be group 2.
Microphone
Group 2
muted.
over here.
Microphone activated.
Joker, you're on me, Joker. Joker.
Microphone muted.
And then if you are in Grace, how many Ellie's do we have?
Microphone activated. User disconnected from your channel.
3 allies.
4, I think.
Oh.
Microphone
Okay,
muted.
so what we do typically is we'll have 2 Ellies. So let's say we have Grace and Evangeline. You're in your
Microphone
Ellie group
activated.
1. And then we'll say Ix
Microphone
and Zhao.
muted.
We'll say you are Ellie group 2.
Microphone
okay.
activated.
Now, what does that mean? You can stay in the same group, but it's more about when you're supposed to talk. And the reason why we do this at the training exercise is you know exactly who needs to be talking.
Microphone
And
muted.
it's to get you comfortable. So it's like, if you don't hear the warrior call out, you know that was because, or the guardian call out, you know it was because conflict and, char were not talking, right? If we say group 2 call outs, and I don't hear anything for guardians, I know who's not doing it, and it's that guy.
Microphone
Right?
activated.
It's to make sure that there's responsibility. It's really easy to hide in a group. It's really easy. Well, oh, Haji called it. I don't have to call it. No. Everybody calls it. Everybody has to talk. Everybody. You want to get it so loud in here that Haji has to tell you to shut up, or
Yep.
Knight or whoever's leading. They have to tell you to shut up,
That only
And-
happened once so far.
Microphone muted.
and that's a good thing, right? Like if he has to do that, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. So First is give you guys
Microphone
numbers. We give you guys
activated.
numbers to make sure that we hold you accountable. So the first thing we do is we'll do like a mic check.
Microphone
And this is
muted.
just this, like I'll say your name and you just say
Microphone
hey,
activated.
and it's just to make sure you have a mic. So we say like Grace, you there?
Yeah.
I say Ixiana, are you there?
She doesn't have a mic, I think.
Zhao, are you there?
Yep.
Evangeline, you there?
Yeah.
Microphone muted.
Conflict, you there?
Microphone activated.
Yep.
Peanut? Love it. Char, are you there?
Yes.
Night.
Childish.
Blunts? Check. Poker? That's the thing.
He
and
no
this-
mic. He no mic. He no mic.
And that's how you have to find out who has mics and who doesn't and help them get a mic. Toral?
Here.
And then Peng? Peng, no mic?
I think it's AFK.
Who? Me?
Microphone muted.
Oh,
Microphone
yeah, not okay.
activated.
Yes.
And then Haji.
Yeah, smelly.
Microphone muted.
And then we go. And then I won't worry about the gank players
Microphone
for right now.
activated.
Oh, and I got apparently a couple necros sitting on top of the statue.
Microphone muted. Microphone
Is
activated.
Augie in a group?
Yeah, AWJ.
Yes, I am.
Microphone muted.
Okay. Now the reason
Microphone
why you do the mic
activated.
check is just to get everybody comfy. Now what we do is when we go through our progressions, and I'll give you some. This is like first training exercise, mic training exercise. Is I'll whisper somebody while you guys are going through. So
Microphone
Haji's going to
muted.
take you through your progressions, okay? And I'll say group 1
Microphone
call outs. I'll say
activated.
group 2 call outs, right? Or I'll say group 1 and group 2. And then I'm going to whisper you. If I whisper you anything, it could be a period, it could be first push, second push, third push. That's when you die, okay? So you're going to go /sleep in the middle of the fight. So if I whisper you and I say third push, Haji
Microphone
goes, he does a
muted.
regroup, he pushes, does a regroup, he pushes. On that third push, you die.
Microphone activated.
It's on the first push, second push, etc. It's really important. I'm not going to say anything. You're not going to say anything. You're going to just go /sleep at the appropriate time. And it's up to Haji and Co. or whoever's driving. You got to call the down. You need to protect the down. You got to banner the down, right? You got to create the buffer. And then if I whisper you sit, this is where it gets a little complicated. So pay attention. If I whisper you sit, and that means you're an enemy down. If I whisper you sleep, and you sleep, you're a friendly down.
Microphone muted.
How we approach the friendlies, how we approach the enemies
Microphone
are
activated.
very different.
Microphone muted.
So real quick, I'll put it in team.
Microphone activated.
Very important. Because right, when do we banner? We're gonna banner on the sleeps,
Microphone muted.
right? We're gonna try to res the sleeps. Versus when the guy's an enemy, what are we gonna do? We're trying to
Microphone
poison the
activated.
down, create that buffer, all the good stuff. Okay? So Haji's gonna walk you through your progressions.
Microphone muted.
Right? Like you're gonna group up, and I'm gonna give you a group. So when he goes, I'm gonna say group 1's first. Now that
Microphone
means group
activated.
1, when you're going through progressions, you're calling your CCs, you're calling your marks, you're calling your lines, right? You're calling all the abilities that I told you about based on your responsibilities. When I say 2, all the guys that were assigned 2, you're gonna do the same thing. When I say 1 and 2, both groups will do it. And then when I whisper you sit or sleep, and the push, you know what to do. Okay? You guys ready? Everybody group up on Haji.
I shall take
Tag
out.
down.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
I got a question.
Yeah, sure.
For example, if you whisper me sleep,
Microphone muted.
so am I supposed to say I'm down?
Microphone activated.
If
Oh,
I
is it the
whisper you,
rest-
I whisper
Yeah.
you sleep,
Yep.
Microphone
you can
muted.
call when you're down,
Okay.
but you should call it like at 10%.
Microphone
You get what I mean by that?
activated.
So as you're typing sleep in your thing, you call it,
Okay.
Microphone muted.
right? Because we want to get into the habit of what? Calling we're going down, not that we're already down.
Microphone
That make
muted.
sense?
Roger that.
Microphone activated.
Okay, give me 1 minute. I want to just get my queue ready of people that I want to whisper. So give me 1 moment.
Sleep is when you're down and you're an ally. Sit is when you're down and you're an enemy.
So obviously don't call when you're writing /sit.
Yep.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
1 second, I'm just queuing up all the different people that I want to use.
We do a few rundown first because there's quite a few
Microphone
confused.
Microphone activated.
What do we need to clarify?
Okay, Poogie, when Green whisper you sleep, right, he'll whisper you on the first, second or third push, so you follow accordingly. For example, when we empower, we push out. That's the first push, then we regroup, then we empower. Then for the second push, if you are supposed to go down, during the second push, you type /sleep. And while you are typing /sleep, you call on TS that are going down.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
I'm
Understand?
going down.
Yeah, like down, I'm going down, low, I'm low, something like that.
Microphone muted.
It'd be
Before-
fast, it'd be like super loud.
Yep.
Yeah, before you actually press enter on the sleep.
Muted. Microphone activated.
Because the idea is for us to get you up, we need to know ahead of time, so we'll start bannering you. So they'll wind it up. We call it winding it up.
Yeah, it's a 2-second cast time, so think
Microphone
2
muted.
seconds into the future.
Microphone
Yeah,
activated.
then if you got whisper for sit, means that during that fight, you are going down as the enemy. So when someone sits, right, then you have to do the appropriate actions lah.
Microphone muted.
Such as poison fields, lines.
Microphone activated.
Just remember, just to give you a heads up, that it's a rally race, right? Everybody know what a rally race is? That if the enemy rallies, right, like whoever gets the first down gets the rally.
Microphone muted.
So say you have 3 of their guys down and they have 1 of your guys down. If
Microphone
they
activated.
finish your guy first, all 3 of their guys are back in the game. That's why it's so imperative that you pick the right target and you all focus the same target. If you split damage on all 3 of your downs and they get the first down, all that was for nothing. And that's called wasted damage, right? You put out 80,000 plus damage, it's wasted.
Microphone muted.
Focus the same target and get that down as quick as you
Microphone
can to
activated.
get your person back in the game. And other times, don't forget, sometimes you want to collapse on your guy and give him a little rub. Rub him up. Get him up.
Microphone
Make sure you
muted.
put down that wall of reflection, right? Make sure you get that range pressure so that way you can go up there, right? And you can get the rub off. Don't always have to banner. You don't always have to banner. In some situations, if you create
Microphone
the
activated.
range pressure right, you can get a free hard res on them. But if they're far up, you want to use your banner. Does that make sense? Or is that too complicated?
Makes sense to me.
Okay. I whispered a bunch of people. I think you guys are ready. Does anybody have any questions before we start?
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Better ask now, guys. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Should be fine, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, should be fine. We'll see how.
So if you're group 1, you're going to be doing callouts first. So if you're group 1, real quick, in team chat, can you put a 1?
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
You have to be more than Haji in group 1.
June. And
So for Ellie is both 1 and 2,
Microphone
is
muted.
it? Or just
So-
the 2 Ellie in group 1, 2 Ellie in group 2?
Yes. So for Ellie's, I split the group.
Oh, okay, I got it.
And then,
Microphone muted.
yeah,
Microphone
if you're
activated.
in Haji's group, you're in group 1. I mean, there should be 5 people plus 2. There should be at least 7 people with 1s in there. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
okay,
we're missing 2.
one doesn't have mic. Then the other Ellie, who's the other Ellie?
No, Evangeline and Grace both did it.
So it's me, Tori, Chapel, Evangeline, and Grace.
Actually,
Microphone muted.
Sina and Vels in group 1.
Oh, then it's me, Tori, Junes, Zina, and who?
Vels.
And Vel.
And then real quick, group 2. Can all the guys in group 2, can you guys put a 2 in team chat?
Microphone activated.
This is the ready check because we don't want to start the training if people aren't paying attention. Because Evangeline,
Microphone muted.
I thought you were group 1.
Microphone
Yeah, I thought it was
activated.
I thought it was Gw2.
Okay, okay. One.
Okay, you're 2. You put a 1 in. You put a 1 in. That's why I was confused.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Microphone
Oops.
muted. Microphone activated.
Okay, once. Check again. Once.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Okay, that's good.
There you go. And then all the 2s.
Microphone muted.
There you go.
Microphone activated.
There should be one more two, right?
I think AFK.
He said he go phone, I think.
Oh, the blunt. Okay.
Yeah, the phone once. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go.
Microphone muted. Microphone
Yeah, we're gonna
activated.
power left side in 3, 2, 1. Left side, empower.
Microphone muted. Microphone
Group 1,
activated.
all
I failed.
outs.
Moving
Okay,
left, moving
justice.
left, moving left.
Plastic.
Prepare a line on the right, line on the right, line on the right. Okay, we're cutting right in 3, 2, 1. Cutting right now, cutting right now. Leaping to a line in 3, 2, 1. Leap to a line, leap to a line. Wells down
Bring
here.
it.
Push to me, push to me, push to me, push to me, push to me. Okay, we're going to dodge back in 3, 2, 1. Dodge right now, dodge right now. When we go at the back, give me a small water and power set in 3, 2, 1. Power.
Water down.
Microphone
Blasting.
activated.
Alright.
Make
Simmers
sure
forward,
those
simmers
spectral
forward.
lines calm. The Reaper's
Simmers
March
forward,
calm.
simmers forward, simmers forward, simmers forward, range pressure, ops forward. We're leaping in again to the left side in 3, 2, 1, leap to the left, leap to the left, leap to the left, leap to the left,
Group
push here,
2, Group
push
2
here.
callouts, Group 2
Well done.
callouts, Group 2
Microphone
callouts.
activated.
We're gonna do dodge back again in 3, 2, 1, dodge back now, dodge back now, dodge back now, and power to the back. Waters please, and power back small water.
Microphone. Microphone.
Guys, you have it down,
Well,
you have it down,
well,
guys, you
well,
have it down over
Down,
there,
down,
guys,
down,
you
down,
have it
down, push to me, symbols on him, give me a
Battering,
reflect, give me a
battering.
reflect, give me a reflect.
Microphone. Microphone activated.
Black down.
Resolve, dodge back, don't hit. Too hot, it's hot, dodge back, push on me.
Microphone.
Water down.
Microphone activated.
Lines on me now, they're
Group 2,
pushing
make
in,
sure
lines
you're
on me.
talking, Group 2.
Left side, pushing left, pushing in, they're pushing, we are dodging to the right side in 3, 2, 1, dodge to the right side, give me a veil on my left.
3 seconds.
Give me a veil on my right in 3, 2, 1, power.
Microphone muted.
Powering.
Good
Water,
justice.
water.
Moving right, moving right. Leaping through at fire in 3, 2, 1, leap through at fire.
Microphone muted. Microphone
Leaping.
Push on me. Bombs right here, wells, everything on me, dodging back in 3, 2,
Be water,
1.
be water.
Night, someone's going down, where are you, night. Simmers on him, reflects down. Reflects on him.
Microphone activated.
Range our down, we're going to hard rest night, rest.
Microphone
Okay.
activated.
Get out,
Guys,
dodge back.
Banners on
Guys,
cooldown,
1200
180 seconds.
range, lines in front, line of wardings, Guardians, you gotta create that buffer in front of those downs. They can come right on top of you. You go to res like that, they're gonna fucking well bomb you and you're gonna get popped. You gotta create this buffer. It needs to be all the way out here, 600 plus in range, right?
Microphone.
Okay, falling back.
Microphone activated.
Back up.
Microphone muted.
So we just
Banner
continue like that.
170 seconds.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Well ready.
Do we continue or like?
Oh, you're good.
Microphone
Okay,
activated.
we're gonna power here, fire please.
Fire fail, fire fail.
Microphone activated.
Give me a veil to the right, Pookie veil.
Blasting.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Veil up.
Veil. Take the right, take the veil. Okay, go left again. We're going straight in. Leaping in 3, 2, 1, leap now. Bombs right here, push to me. Prepare to dodge to the left in 3, 2, 1, dodge left, push on me.
Dodging. Be
Push
water.
down, blast the water, it's a move, moving right now, moving right. Retail down, blast, and power on me in 3, 2, 1, power.
Microphone mute. Microphone
Fire
activated.
fail,
Well
fire
ready.
fail.
10 seconds.
Lines on the right side, we're moving left in 3, 2, 1, move left, Simmers forward. Step 1 is up,
Guys, you
step 1
have it
is up,
down, you
step
have
1.
it down, guys. You
Yes,
have
down,
it down.
pushing back to down, hold it, range pressure is down. No, don't rest, it's too hot, get out, it's too hot, get out.
Microphone activated.
Simmers on him, range on him.
Microphone muted.
Okay, justice.
Microphone.
We are going full group here in waters, please, and power.
Microphone
Okay,
muted.
guys, let's
Water.
I'll sign new down.
Down.
Blast.
Microphone activated.
But yeah, that's the gist of it. That's a basic training exercise to get everybody talking and get everybody communicating, and then also being situationally aware, right? Like you see, it's kind of hard sometimes. You don't even see the down until they've been down for like 12, 15 seconds.
Yeah. I never see her down. My bad.
Microphone muted.
We're up like 70k. I mean, I don't want to gain any elo right now anyway, to be honest. But
Microphone muted. Microphone
what is
activated.
PvG? What is life? Did that make sense though? regarding like the call outs and stuff. Did that help people? Do you guys understand in terms? Now you just put it together. Now you say like one, and then what you would do is I'll alternate in between pushes. I'll say one, I'll say two, I'll say one and two, right? And the idea is you got to be ready to jump in and start making those call outs. And then the other thing is a couple guys I whispered. I gave you like push times. So I'm trying to coordinate different pushes so that way as you guys run through, different people are dying or enemies are going down at different pushes. Try to make sure to time it with the push. A push, for those who don't know, is a regroup empower. So if Haji goes for a regroups water and empower and he goes to push out, that would be a new push. Okay, did that make sense?
Microphone
Yep,
activated.
yep.
Okay, so let me get some more people in queue and we can try again. And then I can give you another exercise if you want, or we can call it because I know you guys are late for y'all.
Microphone activated.
No, it's a public holiday for us tomorrow. So yeah. Target me. I know some of you target me.
Microphone muted. User disconnected. Microphone activated. Microphone muted.
How do you want to do stability rotation?
Microphone activated.
Usually I'll call for step 1 or 2, but if you are popping your step because you have no step or whatever, you call your step.
Microphone muted.
Okay.
Microphone activated.
So usually if you are in my party, you are 2 but if you are not in my party, then you have to arrange among themselves.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Are you ready?
Almost. I'm queuing up a few more people. Can you guys all spread out in a line real quick for me?
Microphone activated.
Right.
Microphone activated. Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Line guys, line.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
If you want to fed, then just go and fed.
TMI. You guys ready?
Microphone muted. Microphone
Yes.
activated.
I am.
Let's go.
Microphone
Group
muted.
up. Group
Microphone
2's first. Group
activated.
2's first.
Microphone
Okay, here's
muted.
how it's gonna work.
Microphone
Group 2
activated.
is push 1. Group 1 is push 2. Group 1 is push 3, and push 4 is
Microphone
both.
muted.
2, 1, 1, both.
Microphone activated.
And I'll
Okay.
call it out each round. 2. Two's
Microphone
up first.
muted.
2's up first.
Microphone activated.
Alright, we'll go at 45. Timer, go in the middle of the map. 45.
Microphone muted. Microphone
Okay,
activated.
go left now. We're going to empower left side in 3, 2, 1, empower.
Microphone muted.
I fail, I fail.
Veil my right, veil
Last
my
thing.
right, veil my right.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Yeah.
Oh, you veil left. Go left, go left. Go back to the veil, take a veil again, take a veil again.
Microphone muted. Microphone
Okay.
activated.
Range forward, range measure forward. Simmers forward. We're going to leap into a symbol in 3, 2, 1, leap to a symbol, leap to a symbol, leap to a symbol. Bombs here. We're going to dodge back in 3, 2, 1, dodge right now. Regroup on me, water, set and power.
I'm down.
Down, range on him. Lines down, send lines down. Why you leap forward? Back to me.
Microphone muted.
Go on the right side, go on the right side. And power here in 5. Hold it, range pressure. And power now.
Microphone muted.
One down me. Range it. Cleave it.
User
Reflex down.
Down in front. You got it down in front. You got it down.
He's down. Leap to the left side in 3, 2, 1, leap to the left side. Push on the left side. Bomb it. Cleave it.
Microphone
We go on the left side in 3, 2, 1, dodge left, and pause here.
Microphone muted.
I fail.
One's
Simmers
up.
forward, lines on the left side, pushing right, forward. Step 1 is out, leaping in 3, 2, 1, leap now, bomb it here. I'm going down slow, I'm down.
Be water.
Bomb me here, I'm up, dodge right, I'm up, get off there, it's hot, cleanse on me, reflex forward, and power on me in 3, 2, 1, and power.
I fail.
Microphone activated.
Move right now, Simmers forward, Torrey is down, bomb me here, there's one down here, cleave it, Clear, step 2 is up, it's hot, get out there, it's hot.
Microphone
Lines on that down, lines on that down. Button is down, bomb it. Get him out, range on me,
Banner
down,
in,
Better one down.
Banner is up, he's up.
Microphone muted.
Circle around, we'll go and power in 3, 2, 1 power.
Microphone muted.
Five fail.
Veil to my left.
Microphone muted.
Take the veil. Push out, push back. Push back. Lines down now. On the left side, we're leaping the right. Yeah, down, he's down. Range on June, step out, range on in.
Select up.
Microphone activated.
Small water.
Microphone
Make sure, guys, 600 range. 600 range. You gotta create that buffer.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
One power right side in 3, 2, 1 power.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Oh, Chopper is dead. You shot him for
Still down.
dinner. Eat him.
Microphone
He's
activated.
gonna die. He's dead.
Okay, I'm
Dead.
up.
Alright,
Bury him.
Microphone activated.
cut. All the whispers are down.
Microphone muted. Microphone
But yeah,
activated.
I mean, did that help you guys? Did that help at all? Do you guys feel more in terms of just being able to call out stuff? Like, this is kind of the way you have to
It's
practice.
much better, man. Oh my
Last
god.
thing.
So much better.
And it's fun. Like, I think it's fun sometimes. Like, especially when you get to do the role playing. I
Microphone
think it's fun.
activated.
Oh, what roleplay?
That I'm down or some shit.
Microphone muted. Microphone
I saw
activated.
some people just started going down just to go down.
Microphone muted.
Like, I didn't
Microphone
whisper you, but I don't care.
activated.
It makes it more fun that way.
Microphone muted.
Because there's a lot of time when you're starting to see it, right? Like, it's
Microphone
taking a while. Like,
activated.
say you have multiple people down, right? It's like you're on a stove and you got too many pots on the stove. Like, you gotta pay attention to all the pots. Like, when Audrey was down at the beginning, I don't
Yeah.
know if you saw that. Like, you guys were so fixated on the one down that they would have got Audrey up in like split second,
Microphone
like, because
activated.
he was just left unmolested. There was no pressure on his body. So I mean, those are the things you just takes practice, and this is an opportunity. This is a way to do that. You know, to practice that.
Microphone muted.
Okay. Do you guys want any other drills right now, or is that enough for one time? I can give you more stuff. Up to you guys.
You can just bomb us, cause I'm recording everything.
Microphone muted.
Are you recording everything? Nice.
Microphone
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be famous. Okay. Grimaldi Golf Part 2.
Yeah.
Is there? You guys want another one? You want? I mean, it's up to you guys. Because I know it's what is it, midnight for you, right?
I know I want.
Microphone
Yeah,
muted.
I'm fine with it.
Where are you guys located? I'll come join,
Microphone activated.
or at least watch.
We're in OS right now.
Great, I'm alright.
Okay, so want to do some more stuff? Here, I'm gonna give you a couple more. I give you some more training stuff.
Microphone muted.
This is really important for tag training, right? So one of the big issues you'll see a lot of times is people staying on pin. And what we do is we play a game, and we call it it's like a pick training drill. And you guys don't really have dedicated pick yet.
Microphone
Haji?
activated.
Yep.
That's something you're gonna have to kind of really iron out.
What do you
So,
mean by
if you're-
dedicated pick?
If you're a guardian and a frontline, if you're a guardian warrior over here, right here, stack really, really tight as you can get, as tight as you can get.
Microphone activated.
Now, if you are a necro,
Microphone
all the
muted.
necros over here get really, really tight, get super, super tight, and everybody else is going to form groups. So you guys are all in a group together. So make groups. You're the backline groups. Haji is the bull, okay? So he's the bull. You guys are the matador to his bull.
Microphone muted.
So the idea is, this is a frontline drill and a pick drill. Yep, you're gonna learn how to pick both nostrils at the same time. So
Microphone
what you're gonna
activated.
do as a frontline, as Haji moves, you move, right? So here, let's say I'm tagged up. Here, I'll tag up. I'll show you. Follow me. Watch. So you want to remember, there's no collision detection system in this game. What does that mean? It means that anybody can stand on top of anybody, right? There's no excuse for you not being as tight as physically possible. You want it to, it literally looks like you can't count the amount of people that are on us, okay? Why is that important? Well, all the abilities, all our buffs, everything we do, right? It's amplified based on that. So as I move, I want you to move with me. They should
Microphone
never know
muted.
who your driver is because that's how
Microphone
tight you
activated.
are. Moving as a team. And then the other trick is Haji's going to practice doing 1-2-3s, 1-2-3s. And the idea with the 1-2-3 is that you can sync up all your abilities, right? So that way Haji can go leaping, and he just leaps the fuck in, right? guys, I'm going to be leaping in 3 seconds. I'm going to be leaping in 3 seconds. I'm leaping in 3, 2, 1, and then everybody leaps. Haji leaps. And we all leap in the same spot, right? Etc. Etc. When we push you the team, because if Haji leaps too early, it gives them enough time to react to what you guys are doing. Now the back line, what does this mean for you? You're the Matador, right? So we're going to be coming at you. All we're going to do is spam our 1 abilities. We're going to run at you, spam, 1, right? Your job is to go left, right, make sure that we don't land on you. Escape, right? You need to be practicing your situational awareness to move. We're only going to spam our 1 abilities on you, okay? And cleave you down. That's all we're going to do. If a Guardian wants to practice the Binding Blades pool, that's fine too. If you want to practice using your Binding Blades, they're called pools. Because the idea is with the pools, you get the pull off, you pull everybody in, and then our job is to cleave them down. Necros do not drop wells. So as we move, this is what's going to happen. So we're going to be a train. Everybody
so
get on the
thing
train.
is, we do this in SPVP because we can, right?
Kill each other.
Yeah.
Correct. So
Microphone
we would do
muted.
this training in SPVP in a private arena where we can do 10 versus 10.
Microphone activated.
I have an arena. I mean, you're more than welcome to use our arena too. Here, I'll give you the info if you don't have one. It's EP Arena. Password is...
I think you say chat better.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Oh, it's way too. Oh, okay.
And you're more than welcome to use it because, I mean, your raid time is not mine. So, I mean, it'll always be... you can always use it. You always have space. I just got to make sure that it's set for 10s. And I'll do that today when I talk to Allrun. But the whole purpose is we use the arena for practice. So what you're going to do is we're going to run around as a frontline group. We're going to run around as a train, so stay really tight. Stay really, really tight. We're going to move around. We're going to cleave. You guys over here, whoever's the furthest from our tag, right? So whoever's not on my tag, whoever's the fattest kid, right? You need to pick him off. You need to lure him with the Twinkie and pick him off. That's your goal. So as we run around, as I'm running around, and we see like, look, oh, Peng is too far back. Hit him with the Twinkie, right? Like you want to pick his ass off. Whoever's the furthest run from this tag, you're gonna try to snag. So you're gonna be stealth. You're gonna jump in and you're gonna bomb him, right? And here's the trick: it's about coordinated bombs, right? Think of it like I'm trying to think of a math way to explain this. A lot of times we call it dead damage. Do you guys understand the concept of dead damage?
No.
Dead damage is doing. Think of it like this: I have 25,000 HP. Okay, so the most efficient use of damage is to kill me with 25,000 damage. But with protection, right, with heals, regen, defensive cooldown, death shroud, right, I have a lot of damage mitigation. So it's going to take you a lot more damage than just 25,000 to kill me. But if you coordinate your burst, right, to inhibit my ability to react and utilize my defensive cooldowns, you will be able to get as close as possible to doing damage for damage. Meaning for every damage you do, it does 1 real damage to me. The idea is you want to be able to kill the team, the enemy team, with the least amount of total damage possible. So think of it as if the team does 700,000 damage, right? The idea is that we want, out of that 700,000 damage, right, we want to get that number as low as possible in terms of the kill. I don't want to go too high level. I feel like I'm going to get too mathy. So think of it like this, on a very, very high level, that we want to minimize the amount of damage necessary for you all to do to kill the opposing team. Because the longer the fight goes, the worse it is for you, more sustainability for them, but more importantly, you start doing dead damage. You're doing 300, 400, 500,000 damage for nothing, right? And you'll see the best teams, right? The best teams, they're doing pure damage, right? People who are all about doing 1 million damage, 2 million damage, those people, they don't understand. It's not about how much damage you do, it's about getting the opponent down. And to do that, you need to coordinate your burst. So if your thieves go in randomly, if they don't do what they're supposed to do, right? Yeah, you got a lot of big fucking numbers, but you didn't get any downs. And the idea is that you want to time all of your fighting, and you pick a target, and that's why you're called pick. You'll pick a target, you'll pick a target like that, and then what you're going to do, you're going to spike them. You're going to spike them down. You're going to get in, you're going to spike them, and you're going to get out. Okay? So the first thing is you're training the front line to do what? Stay on the tag. The pick, you're practicing your communication and coordination to get downs. And then what we're going to do is we're going to practice cleaving and pulling, cleaving and pulling. The back line, you need to be focused on what?
Microphone muted. Microphone
Moving and getting out of the
Running
way.
away.
So I got a question for the backline.
Yeah.
Can they use other skills on the
Yes.
melee train?
Yes.
So they can static, meteor shower, all this kind of stuff.
Microphone
Yes.
muted. Microphone activated.
And movement impairments, right? You can, because think about it, if you're an Ellie, right? Like Grace, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put frozen ground and shields on me, because if you start to, remember, you want to stretch out my line. If you stretch out my line, it'll be easier for you guys to pick off, let's say, Aji in the back. That make sense?
Microphone
Yep.
activated.
And that's how you want to be thinking in real time. And then you do it in SPVP because it's so much faster pace. The 10v10 is a lot faster paced than World v World. So if you can get your reaction time for a 10v10, oh man, 40v40, I'll tell you this, for me, it feels so slow. Like it's like in slow motion. Because you get so used to it. Then, one more training. Does anybody have a Quag and Tonic on them?
Yep.
Here, come over here. Quag and Tonic.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Not on this tune. Anybody else has?
Anybody have a Quag and Tonic on them right now?
Microphone muted.
Aji over here.
Microphone
I
activated.
don't have
Not on
mine.
this character as well.
Yeah, not on this tune.
Oh, there we go. X over
Microphone
here.
muted. Microphone activated. Microphone muted.
Over here. So here's a game we also play. It's called Protect the Quaggin.
Microphone activated.
So what you do is you do the same thing with the front line and the back line. But we give the necros to the other
Microphone
team.
Muted. Microphone activated.
And our job is to protect the Quaggin. So the idea is, like, let's all start on the torch. So all the backline get on the other torch. Go all the way on the other side of the arena.
Microphone
If you're a
muted.
front line, over here.
Microphone
All the backline
activated.
go where Grace is,
Microphone
over
muted.
there. If you're a range player, you go all the way over there. So if you're a Necro, if you're any part of the gank, or you're Nelly. Now here's what we do. Now, we call it Protect the President. So X is our President Quaggin. And our job is to escort X as a group to the other side of the arena. Now, in SPVP, you'll have maps, so you do door-to-door. You play door-to-door. And you should never be able to win. You should never be able to win this. If you win this,
Microphone
it means you're
activated.
gank, you're bad.
Microphone
You're playing bad.
activated.
The idea is frontline. You want to see how long you can keep her alive as far as possible. So what we do is, like, one of the Ellies. So you give us one or two Ellies. So Grace or
Microphone muted.
yep, one of you guys come over
Microphone
here.
activated.
Now your job is occasionally to throw waters down, and we do regroups and empower and water.
Can we kill them? Can we kill them? Alright. Test.
What'd you say, Haj?
We cannot kill the backline, right? We can only empower ourselves, regroup and waters and heals.
Yeah. Now if they attack into your group, you're allowed to stun and use your abilities on your group.
Okay, but we're not actively pursuing them now.
Correct. You do not chase. You do
Microphone
not
muted.
go after
Microphone
them.
activated.
But your job is to do whatever possible to protect little Ixie.
Think about, like,
Microphone
if you
muted.
watched any movie with the president ever, and the Secret Service just kind of like piles on the
Microphone
president.
activated.
That's your job. You're the Secret Service of President Quaggin.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Alright,
And then the
Microphone
idea
muted.
is this is an opportunity for your pick
Microphone
to practice
activated.
spiking a target, and it's an opportunity for you and your front line to
Microphone
practice
muted.
sustaining,
Microphone activated.
right, with the waters and the empowers and protecting your team and getting your team up. And you would do this in
Microphone
SPVP as well.
muted. Microphone activated.
alright.
Microphone muted.
And then I'll give you one more training game, and then I think I don't want to be too long. The other training game is we do a 10v10. So we all group up,
Microphone activated.
we make teams like we're doing a raid. I'll give each side typically one Ellie, right? Give everybody 2 guardians,
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
sometimes 3 guardians, 1 or 2 warriors, 2 or 3 necros, and then 2 gank. and the other side has the same comp, and you run all your raid builds, and then you scrim internally. You scrim each other in the arena, 10v10, and you practice fighting each other.
Okay.
And the idea is you do all the call outs, everything we were talking about, in separate channels.
Microphone activated.
And you do a lot of scrimming and practicing in there, and it's just working on your coordination and communication with each other.
Microphone activated.
Sounds like a lot of work, man.
Well, like I said, what we do is we do training maybe once a week. Like what I started doing is like the call out drill that we did.
Yep.
I will do that before a raid for like 5-10 minutes, because once everybody gets used to it, you just say like Haji group 1, Knight group 2, you know what I mean? And then you're just like, okay guys, here we go, group 1 up, group 1 up, group 2 up, group 2 up. I'll whisper a couple people real quick, get them in a queue, and we'll do that for 5 or 10 minutes before a raid, just to warm everybody up, get everybody talking, and then we'll pick like an SPVP night, and then once a week for like maybe 2 hours or something, we might do training.
Okay.
Microphone muted.
But again,
Microphone
does this mean you need to
activated.
do training all day, every day, and do all the games the same night? No, you can pick a game or two, and you can also intersperse it with a raid. So a lot of times we'll raid, then maybe we'll take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we'll play a game.
Microphone
Maybe we're doing
muted.
SPVP,
Microphone
like we'll make
activated.
SPVP teams, and then when we're SPVPing in house, we'll like switch up the games when we're SPVPing.
Sounds good.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Microphone muted.
And I apologize if I give you guys too much information at
Microphone
once.
User disconnected from your channel.
There's
No,
definitely
that was-
a lot of
that was
advanced
great.
stuff too. Sorry, so you're gonna say? I apologize.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Good. Awesome. Excited. But yeah, if you ever want more advanced stuff for each classes, let me know. There's some really good
Microphone
players that are really good at each class, and
Microphone
if you don't, I can try to get people to help. It's just the time zone thing. It's just getting it. Weekends probably would be best if you're
Microphone
interested.
muted. Microphone activated.
Well, I know my guys are definitely interested. Just that they not, how do I say? They're not good at seeking out people.
Microphone
You
muted.
mean not vocal?
Microphone activated.
Yeah,
Shy.
lies lah. When you're not here, they talk so much rubbish.
Microphone muted.
Oh,
Microphone activated.
no, I mean, a lot of it's just getting comfortable.
Yeah lor.
But yeah, hopefully that helped.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
I'm sure it will.
Microphone
You need
muted.
9,000 gold to talk? It ain't worth that much, man.
Microphone activated.
Especially you, dude.
Playing around in an arena should help with getting comfortable, doing call outs and everything too.
Oh, the
Microphone
arena
muted.
definitely, and it's
Microphone
competitive and it's fun. I think it helped us a lot. I mean, I'm still working on it because I have a lot of people who are shy too, and it takes time. Anyway, I'll pass the baton back to the night
Microphone
and
activated.
Haji.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Yeah, so Knight, you want to talk about that thing now?
Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Microphone muted. Microphone
Because we have
activated.
quite a lot of people here. Most of my team are here also, I think.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Like, no,
What team?
the sister guild thing
Microphone muted. Microphone
Thank you.
activated.
After HOT patch.
It's a very complicated thing.
Yeah lah, so we got more people to talk about it, it's better, right?
Microphone muted.
But I need the
Microphone
entire
activated.
guild.
Okay lor.
It's just the
Microphone
world
muted.
viewer.
Microphone activated.
Then we'll do it next week.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Okay, so next Saturday, guys. We'll have a meeting regarding some plans that we're going to roll out after the expansion.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated. Microphone muted.
Okay.
Microphone activated.
Oh my God, a girl!
What?
We actually have two here though. They don't want to talk to you, Grim. They don't like you.
I accept that for what it is.
Microphone activated.
All the women in my guild just haze me all day.
No, don't lie, man. I know
They
you
treat me
send.
like crap.
I know you and them Snapchat each other.
Snapchat.
Microphone muted.
You guys have
Microphone
WhatsApp?
activated.
You guys know what that is?
Yeah. I have
All these
everybody on WhatsApp, except for some.
Microphone muted. Microphone
But
activated.
anyway, I gotta head out because I gotta get ready for class and stuff. But hopefully that helped you guys. And
Yeah, sure. Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
of course,
Yeah, thanks a
Microphone
lot.
muted.
Thank you.